My name is Bob Yee. I'm with the Palm Springs Navy League, and I'm here to interview a World War II vet who served on the USS Tennessee during the assault and capture of Okinawa.
After Iwo Jima, we went back to NLUS to replenish our ammunition and food supplies, and we headed to Okinawa. Okinawa was a very large island, and we bombarded that to clear the beach for the troops. And I think they took the longest time to capture the island out of all of them. And while we were bombarding during the day, at nighttime we would go out at sea and patrol the area. And we were always fortunate. We never met no submarine. But we went back to Okinawa in the morning and continued bombarding. And after the troops got in, we give them fire support. At nighttime, we would fire star shells to light up the area, and so we could, so that they could direct us for the fire. And one morning, the Japanese, around 200 Japanese kamikaze planes came in, and they attacked the landing ships, all the battleships and everybody. And we were picked out. We had 7 kamikazes come in on us, and we shot down 5. And one of them chickened out and flew off. And the other one, he took off, and he came down on the starboard side. When he come down on the starboard side, he hit he clipped the signal halyards, and so there was a good friend of mine. He was a fire control operator, and he was in this module. The ones that directed the fire, because everything was automatic, and they were directing the fire, and he was standing up out of the hatch just halfway, and when the plane came in, he had his back turned, and he was cut in half. So, and then the plane, he dropped his maybe 100 or 200 pound concussion bomb right there on the quarterdeck. And next to the quarterdeck, next to the frame, there was a gun in place full with Marines, about 15 Marines. When the concussion bomb blew, it killed all of the Marines on there, blew some of them over the side. We were I was on the battle station. Well, the whole ship was, and they were general quarters. And so after the attack, well, the plane, some of the debris from the plane, and we had what they call damage control group. And they were like the firemen aboard ship, and they knocked over what was left of the plane over the side. And I don't know if they ever seen the pilot or not, but later on, after that, we were secured from our station, and we had to go out and clean up the mess. Well, we had a band, about 15 members, and most of those were killed too. I think it was about 21 of them died from an explosion, and over 100 wounded. So it was a horrible mess for us, because you could see these Marines with their eyes coming out and their ears popping. And it took several days for us to clean up. We were cleaning up brains from from around the ship, our area. So after that, after the island was secure, we sailed up to Wakayama, we patrolled the China Sea, and we were getting ready to invade Japan itself. But the atomic bomb was dropped, and so the war ended. But we sailed in up to Wakayama, and with several other ships, and we sent a short party, a Marine party, over on the beach, to scout around, see that everything was okay, and we had come aboard some Japanese dignitaries, and they came aboard and they signed the treaty treaty for that city aboard our ship. After that, we sailed up to Tokyo, and there was a mess also from the bombing. Every place was flat, and there was an old battleship was battered up, a Japanese battleship, and they sent a party aboard to make sure that it was secure. And so we were given an 8-hour or 4-hour leave, the visit Tokyo. So we got on we went to Tokyo, and the Japanese were really friendly. It was raining, and they opened their umbrellas, walked us across the street, and so we did missed the puddles. And there was a big department store called the Ginza, and we went inside, and they already had souvenirs and everything else set out, kimonos and stuff like that. But the ceiling, it was a big hole in the ceiling. So then we went back to the ship. We stayed there for a day or so, and then they said we were going to sail home. So we took off. We went to Singapore. Stopped at Singapore. We went ashore, and I was a shore patrol, and I took a group of men over to the British ships, and I tell you, the British ships were filthy. But anyhow, they were all real nice, and the British sailors, every day they get a little cup of rum. So they shared with us with their rum, and then we took I took the group into town, and it was a mess. It was dirty. They had cows walking all over the place, up on the sidewalks and everything else. It was filthy. And so we went to the Army base, a British Army base, and we had lunch with them, fish and chips. And so then we went back to the ship, and